What's up guys, I'm doing another video and today we're doing something a little different. I'm going to do a walk around of the 2002 Celica that we have had for several years now. Due to popular demand, I'm making this video. I had a few comments on some of my videos about this car because it was in the background of the turk cell video and a couple of other things. So I'm going to pull it out of my super dirty garage real quick and I'll do a little walk around of it. Alrighty, so I would like to first and foremost make this video known that this car's probably not going to see a whole lot of time on this channel. It'll mostly be in the background because I don't know if you can tell or really care, but those of us who know and love the Celica, especially the 7th gen Celica, this is about one of the cleanest ones there is around, and I want to keep it that way. I think it is 100% stock, number one. I think it's a beautiful car, and this thing I would give like a 9.5 out of 10 as far as its condition compared to factory. This thing has 107, I believe, thousand miles, and the paint is flawless. It spent its entire life in the garage and will continue to. It's been garaged it's all of its life, and the paint hasn't faded at all. There was one unfortunate time when the garage door came down on the back bumper here, like right in the center, right there below the license plate, and I mean you can't even tell that this car was repainted because the color hasn't faded at all, so the paint match was just spot on. So I mean that just shows how how perfect this car is as far as paint, and as far as dents go, there's none. There's no dents anywhere on this car. I mean you can just look down the sides and there's nothing here. This car is absolutely flawless. So now let me give you a little backstory on when we acquired this car and how we got it and all that sort of stuff. So this car was bought at Pristine Springs Toyota in Phoenix, Arizona by my mom and dad. I was about 4 years old, and the only thing I remember, this was in the used car department. I was about 4 or 5 years old. I believe we bought it in 2004 or 5, not really sure. And I remember walking in the used car department. This is a little off track, but that car is what started my love for the 07 Corolla, because this is what I saw in the used car department. A white 07 Corolla S. Well, not an 07 because this was 04 or 05, but a white 9th gen Corolla next to a 7th gen Celica. This 7th gen Celica, I should say. And I immediately, the only little kid in the world who looked at this car and went, "No, I want a 4-door Corolla," because yeah. But because my entire life I've always been super strange and said, yeah, I'd like to have a Tercel or a Paseo, because why not? Supras, no, don't need those. But anyway, this car was bought by my parents. My mom wanted a silver Celica, so this is what we got. We looked for a while to get one. We looked at a yellow Celica GTS with the action package, which personally I love. Everyone has very mixed opinions on it. I think probably the majority of people think it's possibly the most riced out car from factory ever. I personally absolutely love the freaking big spoiler and ground effects and everything that the GTS has, but with the action package. But anyway, we saw a yellow one of those that we didn't buy. My dad wanted to buy, but we didn't get that, and we looked at a few others. I think we saw a red one or something. My mom insisted that it needed to be silver with a sunroof or a moonroof or whatever you call that thing. I don't know, whatever. And well, we found this at the Pristine Springs Toyota dealer, like I said. Had 50,000 miles, I think, on it when we bought it. So we've put roughly 57,000 on it. So the car is like new. This thing is perfect. I'll show you the interior. Now the carpets are a little dirty, obviously, but you can see it is a 5-speed manual. Let me turn my flash off. There we go. It is a 5-speed manual. My mom is into, sci-fi stuff, so she has this little guy here. Yeah, so it is a Celica GT, not a GTS or anything like that, but it is a 5-speed manual. And as I said, this is my mom's car. She is a 2nd grade school teacher, so she goes to school. She has the teacher plate on it and the little apple on the window there, but she also has her little, sci-fi stuff and zombie stuff and all that, thing on the back window. And she takes this to school every once in a while just because the kids go insane because they think my mom drives a race car. Little kids are great. But anyway, yeah, so, that's our Celica. Like I said, we had it for over, I'd say, wow, it's been like 13, 14 years now that we've had this car. It's been a while. So 13, 14 years this car's been with us, and I hope that it lasts a lot longer. I think this car is absolutely amazing. I love it, and hopefully I'll get to drive it more often someday. I don't drive it very much, partially because of the headroom situation, which is not good at all. The seat is all the way back and all the way down, and my head still hits the ceiling there. But for the most part, it's pretty okay. But yeah, so for those of you who are asking and wondering, that's the Celica. Oh, I'll show you the engine real quick. Okay, so there's the engine. Super clean also. It's a little dusty, but I mean, it's really clean. Let me put this back on. I had a battery tender on it since it was in the garage. But yeah, just, it's a really nice, clean Celica. I think, like I said, it's one of the best examples out there. I would give it about a 9.5 out of 10. So this thing is, really nice. I'm glad to have it. My mom's happy to have it, and I feel like sometimes I don't really, appreciate this car enough. I'm so focused on all my other cars and stuff, and the fact that this one always sits in the garage and is kind of off to the side, and we never really do anything with it. We drive it once in a while, but it mostly just kind of sits in the garage. It's a garage princess, Because we don't do a whole lot with it, sometimes I feel like, I don't appreciate it enough, which I'm sure there's a decent amount of people out there that would love to have this car. But, I do really, really like it, and, I think I need to pay more attention to it sometimes, because this isn't quite the average. It's not anything like super special. I know there's going to be people out there like, it's a Celica GT, it has a 1ZZ Corolla engine. Yeah, but it's not really. I mean, it's a 1ZZ Corolla engine, the same as this thing, but it makes 140 horsepower. It's tuned a little differently. The gearing's different. It's not fast, but it's peppy. It's a fun little car. I think this is like a awesome little car, and I love it. It's been here for a long time. Like I said, I don't think that we'll have any videos like modding it or anything, just because I like how absolutely perfect and stock it is. But I just wanted to make this video because, like I said, there's a few people making comments about this car being in the background of some of the videos, and I figured I would just get it out of the way and give you a little walk around and talk about it a little bit. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you didn't like the video, leave a dislike and let me know why. Comment if you have any questions, and if you'd like me to do more of this style video to any of the other cars. I got 10 of them. Well, 9 of them now that the XRS is gone, but we got a lot of them. So if you have any questions, you can leave them down, or any suggestions, go ahead. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.